Liv Morgan fans, you are not going to like this video because we are going to be looking at her worst WWE moments. Number 10 all the way down to number 1. Some of these moments you're going to remember, some of these moments you're going to forget, but at the end of the day, they were absolutely horrible. Now, this was a far cry from where Liv Morgan is today as a top star on Monday Night Raw as our women's world champion, having highlight moments, including feuds with Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. But there's been a lot that Liv Morgan has had to go through in her career, and there's a lot that you will want to forget. But at the end of the day, Liv Morgan fans are going to have to just sit back and relive these 10 worst moments. Let's get into it. At number 10, it was her losses to Carmella. During 2021, Liv was repeatedly booked to lose against Carmella in a series of matches that didn't help either wrestler. These losses stalled her momentum and left fans wondering why WWE wasn't pushing her more as she had begun to gain popularity at the time. Liv Morgan has always been a lovable babyface and someone that fans have wanted to see succeed, and this feud didn't help, especially with against someone like Carmella, who has never been super duper over, regardless of the booking decisions in which WWE has placed her, including multiple-time women's champion. She's never been the person, despite the fact that she's been elevated by booking. Number 9, quick elimination in the 2021 Royal Rumble match. Liv Morgan entered the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble match with a lot of fan support, but she was eliminated early and unceremoniously eliminated by Peyton Royce. Many fans were disappointed that WWE didn't give her a longer run or make more of a serious contender out of her in the match, given the potential for her to shine. Number 8, being left out of a major storyline following the Riot Squad breakup. After the breakup of the Riot Squad, Liv was left without a clear direction. While her former teammate Ruby Riott was released from WWE, Liv Morgan struggled to find her place in the women's division. For several months, she had minimal screen time in matches and wasn't part of any significant storylines, leaving fans frustrated by WWE's lack of using her as a talent. Look, Liv Morgan, she is not short of talent. You need her to talk? She's got that. You need her to go out there and put on a decent match? She's got that as well. You want her to really get her teeth sunk into a character and make it her own? Yep, you best believe she can do that as well. That's the beauty about Liv Morgan, and WWE just didn't do that when they could have capitalized on her newfound stardom as a single star. Number 7, you knew I couldn't leave it off the list. Getting knocked out in a match against Brie Bella. 2018. In a 6-woman tag team match on an episode of Monday Night Raw, Liv Morgan was accidentally knocked out by Brie Bella, who struck her in the face with 2 hard kicks to the head. The incident was uncomfortable to watch, as Liv Morgan was just out of it, dazed, concussed, no doubt, but continued through the match for a short period of time before being removed by the medical staff. It was an unfortunate injury that could have been more serious. Oh, yes, Brie Bella. Look, she's never been having the reputation of the most safest worker in the room, but at the end of the day, accidents happen. This is not ballet, as you've heard 1,000 times. But getting kicked in the face? Getting kicked in the face? That sounds like a sucky day at the office to me. Number 6, multiple gimmick changes. Liv Morgan's character underwent several drastic changes, particularly in 2019 when she briefly disappeared from television. She returned with a darker and edgier persona, complete with a new look and demeanor. However, this change felt inconsistent, and WWE never felt committed to her new direction, leading to fans' confusion and lack of character development. I still have no idea what they were thinking with this Liv Morgan character during this time. She didn't seem happy with it. The fans weren't happy with it. Management didn't know what to do with it. It's just bad all around. Number 5, the Riot Squad's lack of success. As a member of the Riot Squad alongside Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan often found herself booked in matches a part of the group that was rarely had any success. Despite the potential of the trio, they were usually used to put over other talent, basically enhancement talent, and Liv Morgan's time in the faction saw her stuck in the mid-card with limited individual opportunities. She was either booked in 6-woman tags so that she ate the pin, she was booked in tag team matches in which she ate the pin, or she was at the sidelines and on the outside the ring when the team actually won matches. It was just bad. It was frustrating. for Liv Morgan fans around the world. Number 4, I still remember this to this day, losing to Becky Lynch at day 1. Remember that pay-per-view in 2022? Yeah. Liv Morgan's feud with Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship was meant to elevate her, but after losing to Lynch twice, including at day 1, it deflated some of her momentum. Fans, they have been rallying behind her as the underdog, and her losses in these high-profile matches left many feeling frustrated that WWE wasn't pulling the trigger on her rise. When you have a talent in which has a swirl of support from the fan base and you're not utilizing them, what happens to that fan base? They get frustrated and they just give up because they know that WWE isn't going to do anything with her. That's been the story of Liv Morgan's career up until 2024 when she had her breakout year. Number 3, the Oblivion botch against Natalya in 2022. Now look, during a live event match against Natalya, Liv Morgan's finisher, the Oblivion, it was botched, leading to an awkward and confusing ending to the match. After the move, Natalya immediately stood up and no-sold the finisher, leaving fans confused and making the situation even more uncomfortable. This incident garnered attention online and was seen as a major misstep for Liv's in-ring reputation. It's one thing to botch a move. It's gonna happen. It's pro wrestling. This is choreographed. Things are gonna happen. When you botch a finisher, ooh, that's bad. That's one thing the performer who's actually performing the finisher should have down. I mean, that's their finisher, for goodness sakes. The other person who's taking it, yeah, you should also be able to take that as well. Number 2, losing the SmackDown Women's Championship to Ronda Rousey at Extreme Rules 2022. After winning the SmackDown Women's Championship by cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan, she had a strong yet brief run as champion. Her reign came to an end at Extreme Rules in a match against Rousey, where she lost the title. The match ending, well, it saw Liv pass out due to a submission applied by Rousey, and it left fans just disappointed as they felt it weakened her character after months of building her up as a credible champion. You had a capsule in which they built up Liv, they gave her the Money in the Bank contract, they had her win the SmackDown Women's Championship in the same exact night. She held the title for a little bit, and then she just passes out, and that's it. There's no more. It's done. It's over. Back to the same old Liv. Ugh. It makes me roll my eyes to this day. Number 1, and I can vividly remember this moment. I can vividly remember where I was when I was watching this, when I was covering this. This was god-awful. At number 1, it was the Lana-Bobby Lashley wedding segment from 2019. One of the most bizarre storylines that WWE has ever done because Liv Morgan inserted herself in a love triangle between Lana, Bobby Lashley, and Rusev. You remember this. Liv Morgan, she interrupted Lana and Lashley's wedding, revealing that she had been in a romantic relationship with Lana. This angle was criticized for being poorly executed and never received a satisfying conclusion, making it an awkward chapter in Liv's career. It also makes you just want to forget this. You want to forget that Lana was paired with Bobby Lashley. You want to forget that they decided, okay, we need some kind of an out, so we're going to bring in Liv, who had been off of television for months, and we're going to put her in this storyline, which, by the way, doesn't make any sense, and we're going to throw her in there to make it even more confusing and just absolutely just brain challenging to wrap your head around. But yeah, they did it. They did it.